I think Kelvin Gastelum and Vicente Luque are both past their primes. They're both veterans of the sport. Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today's video, I will be going over I'm going to be predicting every fight for UFC 327. And for the first one I'm starting off, it is going to be in the middleweight division, Kelvin Gastelum versus Vicente Luque. But before we get any further into the video, make sure you like and subscribe, turn on notifications when you guys want to see when I upload, and comment down below who y'all got winning this fight, knockout, submission, or decision. Let me know in the comments down below. And now, let's get into the video. So, if we look at Kelvin Gastelum's last fight against Dustin Scalvis, I would say what looked bad about him, he looked kind of slower. You know, he missed weight in that fight. Surprise, surprise, he's still in the UFC. I'm surprised because, think about it, Brandon battles. He missed weight twice, and now he's kicked out of the UFC. How come he's kicked out of the UFC, but Kelvin Gastelum isn't? That makes absolutely no sense. Now, let's look at Vicente Luque's last fight against Joel Alvarez. I want to say he did really good in that fight whatsoever. He tried his best, but Joel Alvarez looked way better at 170. Because think about it, Joel Alvarez, he was fighting at 155. And now he's fighting at 170. He looks way better at 170 than what he ever looked at 155. So this time, Vicente Luque needs to lock in here. He's on a 2-fight losing streak. And his fight before that against Kevin Holland, Kevin Holland was looking really sharp in that fight. But Kevin Holland eventually submitted him. I think Kelvin Gastelum and Vicente Luque are both past their primes. They're both veterans of the sport. But mind you, this fight's at 170. Vicente Luque is moving up to 185, people. So this is a big step up for him. And I don't know how big he walks around specifically, but I know he's pretty big because he looks pretty big. But like I said, I don't know exactly what weight he walks around in when he's not fighting. Fighters be walking around in the most craziest weight class, the craziest weight possible, and then they manage to cut down to their actual weight. But one thing I say he needs to do when he fights Kelvin Gastelum, keep the distance. And also, use those front body kicks. Those front body kicks will definitely affect Kelvin Gastelum. And I say, find those clean shots to knock him out. Because if you've seen with Kelvin Gastelum's fight against Joe Pyfer, he got hit pretty clean and almost got knocked out. I say he has a pretty good chin. But I feel like if Vicente Luque can find the right spot to knock him out, he could do that. And so for Kelvin Gastelum, because Vicente Luque, he doesn't have that good of a chin like how he used to have. And I feel like what Kelvin Gastelum needs to do is move forward with heavy boxing. Even though he's not the best boxer, but if he can still pressure him and use his heavy boxing to overwhelm Vicente Luque, that would work. Because Joel Alvarez was overwhelming Vicente Luque in a fight. So that's what Kelvin Gastelum needs to do. Vicente Luque also needs to go down for takedowns. He's the better wrestler in this fight. So he's going to try and finish him. And I guarantee you these guys are probably going to try and finish each other early. They're not trying to be in the ring for in the octagon for so long. So they're probably going to try and finish each other. I like the matchup here. I just think it's a little crazy that's at 185. But yet again, if Kelvin Gastelum can't make 185, why would they want him to go down to 170? That'll probably be way worse. Kelvin Gastelum's a pretty big guy. He walks around pretty big. So what makes them think that he could cut down to 170? So that's why it's at 185. Vicente Luque was supposed to fight Kyler Daukaus, but Kyler Daukaus pulled out, apparently due to an injury, but now he's going to fight the White House card against Bo Nickel. That's kind of wild, and I think that's the most diabolical fight ever, but it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. Like I said, this is a great matchup for both fighters. I can see this fight being a draw. Just how they are now, but I guarantee you they're not trying to have this fight go to the distance. I'm pretty sure Vicente Luque and Kelvin Gastelum are both training to finish each other in this fight. Hopefully Kelvin Gastelum don't miss weight. Cause I feel like that's what a lot of people are really curious about, if he's gonna miss weight. I feel like that's what makes this fight more exciting. That I can't wait for him to miss weight. Why would anyone want to wait for this man to miss weight? I don't want this man to miss weight. If he misses weight, then they're probably not going to have him fight. And hopefully he does. He needs to lock in and make weight, because he's going to get kicked out of the UFC. Surprise, surprise, he's not. But he needs to. He needs to make weight. Lock in here, Kelvin Gastelum. If you don't lock in here, what's the whole point of you still fighting, man? Like, come on. These guys both have a lot of experience in the UFC, though. That's what also makes this fight interesting. You see nowadays that a lot of people who are more experienced fight the younger guys, but we've recently seen some people who are really experienced fight each other, like Drew Dope, experienced UFC fighters. I don't know exactly who's been in the UFC longer, nor do I care. But like I said, it's an interesting matchup. Both fighters are close to retiring. But now, who do I got winning this fight? I got Kelvin Gastelum, guys. I think he can easily find a way to knock out Vicente Luque, guys. And I just don't think Vicente Luque can handle the pressure. If Kelvin Gastelum wants the pressure, and this turns into if this is a technical fight, that favors Vicente Luque a lot. But that is going to be my final prediction here, guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Turn on notifications when you guys want to see when I upload. And like I said, comment down below who you got winning this fight. And for now, I'm out. Peace.